This race by 5 points. That's where we are. Listen, either that or Donald Trump is wholly unable to be an effective leader. The fact that he's losing this race by the percentage points he's losing right now suggests that millions of people just don't think he's fit to be president.
You got millions of people that do, though. Millions of people that do. And we're going to talk some more about it. Thank you, Neil and Steve. Stay with me. I want to get to this other story right now because we got bombshell revelations today. A fresh batch of emails from WikiLeaks which appear to show that President Obama knew Hillary Clinton was using her private email server. In stark contrast to what he said during a 60 Minutes interview last year. Listen to him here.
Did you know about Hillary Clinton's use of private email server?
No.
While she was Secretary of State?
No.
In fact, he went on to say that the only way he found out about it was through the news reports like everyone else. Well, our own Blake Berman has been combing through the 18th batch of emails released. And Blake, what did you find?
Well, Trish, these new emails from WikiLeaks show the initial concern of Hillary Clinton's State Department email setup in the immediate hours and in the immediate days of that story coming to light. Let me start here with March 27, 2015. I'm talking about the concern for what would eventually be her campaign staff. Now, March 7, 2015, that is 5 days after the initial New York Times report detailing the arrangement. President Obama was asked this by CBS's Bill Plant. Listen.
When did you first learn that Hillary Clinton used an email system outside the U.S. government for official business while she was Secretary of State?
At the same time, everybody else learned it through news reports.
Now, that very response right there appeared to make some in the Clinton campaign uneasy. Campaign speechwriter Josh Schwerin then emailed Communications Director Jen Palmieri and other aides the following, quote, Jen, you probably have more on this, but looks like the president just said he found out HRC was using her personal email when he saw it in the news. Now, that email was then forwarded to other top aides, including Cheryl Mills, who responded by writing this, quote, we need to clean this up. He has emails from her. They do not say state.gov. Now, as this story was unfolding, other top Democrats, Trish, had apparently different concerns. On the night of that initial New York Times story, Democratic operative Neera Tanden emailed who would become the campaign chairman for Hillary Clinton, John Podesta, apparently in disbelief. Here's what Tanden wrote, quote, why did they get this stuff out like 18 months ago? So crazy. Podesta responded with one word, unbelievable. Tanden then followed up by saying, I guess I know the answer. They wanted to get away with it. Just one person's opinion there.
Right. But you know, one of the things that's, I guess, important to note is that sometimes when you're getting an email in, you just see who it's coming from, right? You don't necessarily see the address.
Right. Well, and that goes back to the Obama email.
And that's what they're going to say, right? That's
right, because, I mean,
you can imagine that they're already working on that excuse.
Right, every email system is different. What you see, do you see, where it comes from, or just the name, or maybe with the president, something entirely different?
Yeah.
Who knows? But
if they were smart, as this entire story unfolded, and I do believe they are smart, so I would think they would have done this. They would have gone through his email to see what she was actually sending, and therefore he would have known that it was not coming from state.gov. Anyway, Blake, thank you so much for the reporting. I want to get some more analysis with Steve Moore and Neil Schroka back with me now. And Steve, there is this feeling, as you look at Cheryl Mills saying, we need to clean this up, it feels as though this is very much a part of this entire problem. You've got an administration working in cahoots with Hillary Clinton's folks to run around and sweep up all these little messes.
Boy, there have been a lot of messes, and every time you think things can't get worse, they do. And what's so interesting with this email scandal is that you go back to what Hillary Clinton and other people at the State Department said about this, and then now all the facts that are coming out, and we're discovering that almost everything that was said about the emails has been proven false. And that gets to this, I think, a narrative that Trump has to make, that you really can't trust what Hillary says, because we're finding more and more that they are either fabrications or outright lies.
Neil, why? I'm just trying to understand why the president would say, no, I didn't know anything about it, when in fact he had emails from state.gov. Judge Napolitano was on our network here earlier saying that he had some questions about maybe the incentives for the administration to make sure that she didn't actually get indicted, because the first witness she would have called would have been the President of the United States and said, look, he knew I was sending him emails, not from my state.gov account.
Oh, I think anyone who's watching this show knows that you don't always check which email address it's coming to when it's labeled as something else. And listen, this isn't exactly a bombshell. When President Obama was on 60 Minutes back in March of last year, a day later, Josh Earnest hit the press stand and said exactly what I just said, which is that he knew he was exchanging emails with Secretary Clinton. He's not sure if he knew what email address or what the security protocol of that email address was.
Well, that's kind of scary, right? I mean,
that's a logical...
he's assuming.
No, I mean,
he's assuming that everything is secure, that it's coming from Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. He's the President of the United States. You can go back and forth on a secure platform. But he was assuming a lot. He didn't bother to check and see where she was sending these darn emails from. Steve Moore, that in and of itself seems inherently to be a problem. Yet again, a reason why she shouldn't have been using her own server.
Yeah, and let's get back to what this is really about, whether she was imperiling our national security and people putting security people at risk by exposing these emails. And I think that's what disturbs me.
Including the president. I mean, putting the president at risk as well. Go ahead now.
You know, I think a lot of people could agree that she made a wrong choice. I think Secretary Clinton said that if she would do it again, she wouldn't do what she did with her email server. I think we can all agree on that. Right. The question for me is did President Obama know that security protocols her email server was under?
It doesn't even matter, though. If you think about it, Neil, it doesn't matter, because she put him at risk by not using her official email. He didn't know where it was coming from. He just thinks it's Hillary Clinton. It could have been compromised, and that is the President of the United States. Thank you, Neil and Steve. I'm going to see you guys in a little bit, so hang out. We got Election Day just 14 days away, and despite what so many